In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to advertise on TikTok. So here we've got my TikTok page here, and as you can see, here are some of my videos. So if I want to get other people to duet my video, all I need to do is head over to TimeBucks and click on the Advertise tab. And the first thing we need to do is add funds to our account. So once you're in the Funds tab, just go to Add Funds. And you can add funds with credit card, Bitcoin, or AirTM. And if you add over $50, you get a 5% bonus. $100, you get 10%. $200, you get a 15% bonus. And the funds will be instantly added to your account. That will then unlock the TikTok tab where you can create a campaign. So the first thing we need to do is create this campaign. So I'm just going to give it a title, just anything for my reference. So Test Duet Campaign. And the next thing we need to do is grab the video URL of the video we want people to do duets of. So on my TikTok account, I want to advertise this video here. So I'm going to right click and go copy link address. That's going to give us this particular link here, which if I paste it, it just goes directly to the video. So that's what we need. So back into TimeBucks, I'm just going to paste that link in there. And under page category, we can choose which category of pages we want to advertise our video on. So at the moment, any category is set by default, and as you can see, the total network size at the moment is 1.5 million fans. So we can see all the different categories here, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to leave it set to any category because this particular video is going to do pretty well on no matter what category. I think a lot of people are going to like it, so I don't really care. I just want followers and I just want likes and engagement, so I'm just going to leave it for any category. So under bid per 1,000 followers, now this is the rate you're going to pay, not for gaining 1,000 followers. It's like the CPM bid, or cost per 1,000. So we're not just paying per 1,000 followers as well. It's also multiplied by the engagement rate or quality score, because each of the pages that sign up to get paid to post on TimeBucks gets a quality score which is based on their engagement rate. So if a page has a lower engagement rate, you would pay less per duet. If it has a higher engagement rate, then you would pay higher for that duet. So basically, if your bid is $1 per 1,000 followers and their engagement rate is 10%, then you would pay 10% of that $1. So then you would end up paying a 10-cent CPM for that particular duet. But if someone else has a 5% engagement rate, then you would pay a 5-cent CPM. And that's how it works. And the reason it's priced like this is because we want every page to be priced the same, not just based on their followers, but based on their quality as well. So that way you get kind of the same quality no matter where your duet is posted. So in the bid here, we can see the minimum bid is 20 cents CPM, the recommended is 70 cents, and the current top bidder is $1.2. Now, we don't have to bid the top bid. That's only if we want to receive all of the traffic really fast. Or you can set your bid based on whatever is most profitable to you. You might find that your campaign profits for you at a 50-cent bid, so you can set 50 cents. Or if you just want to gain followers really quickly, you can just set the top bid. But for this tutorial, I want to get a lot of duets really quickly, so I'm just going to choose Beat It, which is going to beat the top bid by 0.001. Or if I click Match It, it's just going to match the top bid, so I've got equal bids to the top bidder. So just click Beat It again. So now under campaign budget, we set how much we want to spend for this campaign. If we set it to 0, it's going to be an unlimited budget, but it's going to be capped at how much funds are in my account at that time. So if I have $100 in my account, it's going to keep spending until I spend all of that $100 budget. If I set it at $10, then it's going to cap it at $10, and then I would have $90 remaining in my budget. We can change the budget at any time after the campaign is approved anyway. I'm going to set my budget to $50 and click Submit. So now my campaign is created, so it brings us to the My Campaigns tab, and it's already in a running state. There's no approval process required. So now the campaign is appearing live for users in the TikTok tab in the Earn tab. You can see here's our title, here's the video we advertised. I can click on this URL, which is just going to open it. The date it was created, the category we're targeted, my current bid, what is the current top bid. I can edit my bid from here, and I can just edit it to whatever I want and click update. I can beat the top bid or match the top bid from here too. I can see how many pending duets there are and how many approved. A pending duet is when someone has been assigned my post and they've got 10 minutes to post it before the campaign expires. Once it's been approved, that means I've been charged, and then I would see one approved duet here, and then I would see my total spent would have gone up as I'm spending more on my campaign. Campaign budget, we set it at $50, and I can click edit budget, and I can increase this to whatever I want and just click update. If at any time I want to pause my campaign, I can just click the pause button, and now my campaign is in a paused state, or I can just click resume, and now it's in a resume state. If I don't want my campaign anymore, I can click delete, and if I click OK on Are You Sure, it's going to delete the campaign and it's going to stop running. I can choose in the filters here if I want to filter by running campaigns, paused, or finished campaigns. In the statistics tab, we can see much more detailed stats on how our campaigns are performing. So we can choose a date range of today, yesterday, or a custom range if I want, and I can select random dates that I want, or I can group by day, by post, by campaign. So let's just go last 30 days grouped by day and see how that looks. So as you can see, each day here, when I was running my campaigns, I can see how many individual posts or duets were done that day. The reach is the amount of followers combined on all of the pages that did the duets. This doesn't mean that that's exactly how many people saw my post. It just means that that is the total amount of followers combined on everyone who got an approved duet. The eCPM is the average CPM we're paying, or the average price we're paying per 1,000 followers reached. This doesn't mean per 1,000 followers gained, it just means the average based on this amount here. And this is the total I spent for that particular day. So if we group by post now and click submit, we can see for this date range, the last 30 days, all the individual duets that were done on my particular post. So I can see the campaign name. This was done by this user, 247fun. I can click on view post, and I can see the actual duet that was done by this user, and it's got the particular advertiser's name at that time. I can then click on their page, see how many followers they have, and you can see all the duets that they are doing currently for the other particular advertisers. So I can see the amount of followers reached at that particular time. So when this duet was approved, this user had 26 followers at that time, and this was 14 days ago. The eCPM was 23 cents, and the amount I paid for this person doing duet is 0.006 cents. So we can see 4 days later, the same user posted a duet for another campaign I had, and at that time they had 177 followers. The eCPM was 11 cents, and I paid 2 cents for that particular duet. So as we scroll down here, you can see all of the other users that did my duet. You can click on their page, click on the post, and see what the duet looked like. And so now we'll just go to group by campaign for the last 30 days, and I can see all of my campaigns that I created here, the amount of duets done, the followers reached, eCPM, and the total spend for that campaign. And I can just click on the thumbnail to go and have a look at the video that I advertised on all my particular campaigns. So here are some other campaigns that I've created earlier. So you can see there's 8 approved duets. There's 60 cents spent there, and I've got the budget remaining of $14.39. So why would you want to create a TikTok campaign? You would create one if you want to gain followers very quickly, because when doing a duet, that person's duet has a clickable link to your particular page. So if the user clicks on your username, it goes to the video that you wanted to duet, and then they can then follow you as well. So in all the tests I've done, I've always gained followers and likes and more engagement on the post that I've advertised. I've even tested it with links in the post as well, and I've gotten conversions out of it. So here's another example of how we can advertise on TikTok. What I did was I grabbed a very popular video and I edited it, and I placed some words over the top just using the TikTok's text editor, and I said, get paid to use TikTok, go to tickpaid.com. Now I just registered a short domain on GoDaddy, tickpaid.com, and I set up a forwarder which then forwards to one of my TimeBucks referral links. And so people seeing this video, if it gets a lot of views, some people are gonna read it, and they're gonna want to go to this site advertising anything that you want if it's attractive enough. Now the goal of this was to get sign-ups via my referral link, because at the moment you can't put any links in the bios or in posts at the moment. Links in bios and posts are only available to a select few top users on TikTok who are very lucky to be able to do this. So until then, the only way we can drive traffic off the platform is by just putting short domain names inside of videos itself. And it actually does work. If the offer is interesting enough, people will go into their browser and go to that domain name. So as you can see, this is the campaign that I advertised for this particular video. So I spent a total of $20 and I got 263 approved duets. And so what I can do is, this was my campaign title, which was Tick Paid. So if I go to my statistics tab, I can then go on the campaign filter and look for Tick Paid. There's my campaign and click submit. So now it'll filter stats just for this particular campaign. So I'll go last 30 days. So this is how it ran over those 2 days. We got 236 duets on the 27th and another 27 on the next day. That's the total spent in the CPM and the followers reached. So I reached about 115,000 followers in this campaign. So if I group by post, select my campaign again as Tick Paid, I can see all of the individual posts done for this particular campaign, and I can click to sort by spend. I can sort by CPM, by time, by reach. I can see which one reached the most followers. And so how did this campaign perform for me? So if I check my referral link, so you can see I had 45 total sign-ups for that campaign. So I spent $20 in that campaign, so 20 divided by 45 equals 44 cents per sign-up. And I was bidding really high at the time as well. I could probably cut that in half or even in thirds. So I probably could have got sign-ups for 14 cents. Most of them were from USA because that's where the majority of the traffic on TikTok was from. And I can see in my referral earnings here that they already started to do tasks. So 1 hour ago, 1 day ago, these people are already doing tasks. So that's just one example of how you can create an advertisement on TikTok using the TimeBucks advertising platform. There's other things that you could test. This is just one thing that I've tested, sending referrals to TimeBucks, but you could test it with anything. You could test it with sales of e-commerce sales, of t-shirts, of AliExpress products. You could create a video about a really cool product and then put a short domain in the video itself. You could create a video about a cool watch. You could have the video showing everything about that watch, and then you could register a short domain like tickwatch.com and go for 50% off in the next 48 hours. Go to tickwatch.com, and you'd be surprised the amount of people that would actually manually type in the domain, and wouldn't surprise me if you got sales out of it. So currently this is the only platform in the world that I know of that you can actually advertise on TikTok, because they don't have a self-serve advertising platform yet. The only way you can advertise on TikTok is if you have a minimum spend of, I think it's like 50,000 US dollars. You need to actually contact them, they get in touch with you, and they basically see if you've got 50 grand or not. So they're not allowing people to just create self-serve ads yet. It's only big brand names. So that's it for this tutorial. If you want to create a TikTok campaign, sign up to TimeBucks.com or click the link in the bio. And I'll be creating some more videos on other case studies when I test out some more ads and see if I can get any sales or any other leads out of them.